What's up, everybody? It's your boy. I love my waifus here. And on Instagram, I did a poll and asked, hey, should I do a Q&A? And most of you said yeah. Only two people said no. So here we are. I also asked for some questions. I got a lot of feedback on that, and I really appreciate it. So without further ado, let's get it started. All right. So the first question that I have is from L.Unique.L. And he asked, what inspired you to make this account? And what made you think of this account name? All right. So what inspired me to make the account? I was on my personal account scrolling through Instagram and I saw all these anime accounts and I was like, yeah, they're so cool. And yeah, I know a lot of these shows and I really like these shows. And then I was just like, you know what? I think I'm gonna make one of these accounts and see where it goes. And as for the name, I was just I was just in my room thinking like I don't know what a good name would be. And I was very interested in Urara Shiraishi from Yamada and the Seven Witches. And I just thought waifus are just one of the best parts of anime. And I was very interested in the waifus, so I love my waifus came to be. Alright. The next question that I have is from Cute Anime Girls. And they ask, what anime movie did you like the most if you have watched any? The only anime movies I have watched are the Trinity 7 movie, the Heaven's Lost Property movie, Kimi no Nawa, and A Silent Voice. And there's probably a couple more in there that I'm not thinking of right now. But out of all of them, the one that I liked most was Kimi no Nawa. Your Name was just, it was a beautiful movie. Like, I was watching it with some friends, and they were like, all right, some of us have seen this before, but you haven't seen it, so you're going to watch it with us. And Kimi no Nawa, I love the plot. I love the scenery. I love the characters. I love the character development. I like the tie-in of the supernatural. It was just beautiful. I love that movie so much, and I'm probably going to rewatch it now. All right. Next question is from Cute Anime Girls again, and they ask top three hentai. I don't watch hentai, so I can't really answer that. Sorry. All right. Next question is from Quote.0, my boy, and they ask, which anime made you more happy as well as sad? So, an anime that made me happy and sad at the same time. Ooh, Your Lie in April. Your Lie in April. Oh, if you haven't seen Your Lie in April, just skip this part and go like 30 seconds forward. But if you have seen Your Lie in April, then Your Lie in April was a beautiful show. I like the music. I like the character. Character development is a big part with me. I love character development. I like how the main character went from being a pianist that was basically unable to hear his notes to falling in love and experiencing life and doing all his pianist stuff to the fullest, and he's just enjoying himself. And that part made me happy because it was like you go from failing at what you love doing due to traumatic experiences to loving what you do and doing it every day with the people that you love. But then, here comes a spoiler if you haven't seen Your Lie in April. But if you have, it was just when, what was her name? Koari, when she died, I was in shock. That was the first time that I've ever seen a main character of an anime die. And I just sat there for like, how long was it? I sat there for like 3 hours in my room, just like, wow, I can't believe that she actually died. And I was so shocked. Like, that was the first time I ever seen an anime character die. And I didn't know what to do for the rest of the day. So I just sat there. Alright, next question is from Cute Anime Girls again. And they ask, what was the first anime you ever watched? And what was the first manga you ever read? Alright, the first anime that I ever watched, well, first anime that I ever completed was School Rumble. Sixth grade, School Rumble. That was, let's see, that was 7 years ago I watched that. And the first manga that I ever read, I have never finished a manga, but the first manga that I have ever read is the ReZero Volume 1 manga, which is over there on the floor with all of my college stuff. Alright, the next question I have is from Mr. underscore Freeze, and they ask, Darkness or Aqua? I can't go with Darkness. It's Aqua all the way. She might be useless and she might be a goddess that doesn't do anything good, but Darkness, she's like you're a crusader that can't hit your target. Come on. Alright. Let's see. What? Oh, my fault. The next question I have is from Q Anime Girls again. And they ask, what anime genres do you prefer? I mean, it really depends. Like, most of the ones that I lean towards is like romance or comedy. Like, those romantic comedies, those ones are the best. Romantic comedies, slice of life. I like action. I like adventure. I like some supernatural stuff because Yaman and the Seven Witches and Your Name were really good. But Yaman and the Seven Witches had to do with magic and supernatural stuff. So I'd say I'm kind of into that supernatural stuff as well. And I also like the whole I'm just a regular person transported to another world type of animes like ReZero and what's another one? Zero. In Another World on my smartphone. Yeah, those are some anime genres that I like. I used to want to be a harem king, so when I was a teenager, I did like watching harems, but I kind of chilled out with that. Alright, so the next question I got is from my friend Janeth, and he asked, top 3 worst anime you've watched. So I can't think of 3, but I can think of 2. And so I'm just have to give you the 2 anime that I absolutely hate, and I'm gonna have to give you an anime with an ending I hate. There we go, because I can't think of a third one that I absolutely despise. Alright, so the anime that I absolutely hate most is Demon King Daimao. That anime was hot garbage. I'm sorry. It was just like, what is this? Why am I watching this? Like, you want to be a clergyman or a priest, but come to find out you're the Demon King? Like, come on. And not only was it bad, it's just like every anime I watched, I could remember the exact plot. I remember a lot of characters' names. I remember a lot about the show, but this show just didn't stick out to me like that. Like, I can't even think of anybody else's name other than the main character, and I don't even remember what the show's about or what his goal of the show was. So there's one, and then the second one was Ikitosen. Matter of fact, there's 3 anime I hate. I hate Ikitosen season 1 and season 2, and I think that there is a season 3. So I hate all 3 of them. So there's 4. I'm just gonna count it as 4. The reason I hate that one is just like I watched it early on into the anime game, and they were all on Netflix. So I was watching them, and they had the dates out of order. Like, they had one listed as like 2000 something. They had like one listed as like 2008, and they were out of order. And I just watched them all out of order because they had the dates incorrect. And not only do they have the dates incorrect, out of those 3 seasons that I watched, I still cannot remember I don't even know a single character's name of the show. I don't know a single scene that happened in the show. I don't even remember what the show was about. All I remember is that it had fighting in it. So there's my 3 worst anime. Well, technically 2, but I'm counting as 4. And the last question I have for right now, what anime do you think is the best slice of life anime? Alright, I can't really say the best slice of life anime because when I was looking them up on my list of slice of lives, I was like, there's one that just stood out, and it might not be the best on the list, but it's the one I enjoyed most, and that was Real Life. Real Life was so good. I liked the plot of Real Life. I liked how everybody was set up. I liked the characters. Like, Real Life is just one of those shows that I remember multiple names from. I remember Arata, Chizuru, let's see, Anonia, what else? Somebody else's name. Kazuomi. Like, I just remember everybody from that show. That show was amazing. I watched that show last summer, and I still remember so much about that show. I gained so much insight on that show. I love that show so much, and I wish that they had not threw all of the leftovers into, well, not leftovers, the after story into 4 episodes. I think they could have easily expanded that, but they basically rushed it with the no, they didn't even rush it. The first 3 episodes of the 4 episode specials, it was just like, all right, what is this? And then the last episode, they were like, oh, we forgot this is 4 episodes and we're running out of time, so we're just gonna throw everything that we left out in 1 episode, smack it all together, but we're only gonna put it in the last 5 minutes. So that's the best slice of life anime that I like. Well, that's my favorite. It's not the best. It's my favorite out of what I've seen. So, yeah. Alright, so I just received 2 more questions. So, for the first question, it's from the other admin of this account. And his name is Face. He's a really cool person. My boy. Alright, so he asked, yo, have you watched Kaguya-sama? I watched the first episode, and I only watched the first half of the first episode. Why? Because it was already almost done, and I was kind of in the middle of watching some other shows, so I just stopped watching it. I might go back to it later. I don't know. I mean, the first episode was kind of weird. It was like, alright, so basically, y'all are trying to get somebody else to confess. Like, there's 2 people in love and each one is trying to get the other one to confess. I was like, alright, I don't understand, but I heard it's really good, so I might go back to it. Alright, so the next question I have is from somebody named Kesho Lightning. Kesho_Lightning. I'm sorry if I pronounced your name wrong. I tried my best. And they ask how to become a waifu. Now, waifus for me, it's not always the best girl. I don't care. Waifus aren't always the best girl. I'm sorry. But most of the time it is. But sometimes there's some background characters that never show up. Like, show up like once an episode. And you're just like, that's the waifu of the show. Like, to be a waifu, in my opinion, I really like character development. So, like, my favorite waifu is Mai Sakurajima. And, well, my favorite waifu is Mai Sakurajima and Urara Shiraishi. It's just like, they're both so cute. I like Mai because she's smart, but she's playing hard to get with her boyfriend. Like, you're playing hard to get with your boyfriend, you know how savage you have to be? And it's just like, and Urara, she was just cute. And not only was she just cute, she was also like, she was smart. She was bland, but like, not bland, but she was clueless. There you go. She was clueless. And I just like the qualities of the characters for waifus. So that's what makes waifus. And also, they gotta be pretty cute. Now, the cute waifus, those are the best. Those cute waifus, they be having your boy thirsty. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Nah, I'm joking. Well, sadly, that's the end of the question and answer. I had a lot of fun, and I probably will do more in the future. Matter of fact, I might make a part 2 if more people send in questions, because the post is still going to be up for over 20 hours. So if I get enough questions for a part 2, you can definitely believe there's going to be a part 2. But thank you all for watching. If you made it to the end of the video, please be sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. And also, go and like those posts. Instagram.com/I love my waifus. Go like all the posts. DM me. Just DM me. I love DMing my followers back, and I love listening to their feedback. If you have any idea for future videos, feel free to DM me. Feel free to put them in the comment section down below. But until next time, have a good night.